Okay, so hello people. So today we'll be solving LeetCode daily question 647, that is palindromic substring, and in this we'll be given a string s when we have to return the number of palindromic substrings in it. Okay, and a string. I hope that what a palindrome is, that it feels that it reads same from the backward and forward, and a substring is like a contiguous subsequence of the string, like just like a subarray. Okay, so in the first string we are given A, B, C. So A, B, and C characters these in itself. These are a palindrome. So the answer is 3, and the palindromic substrings that can be formed are A, B, and C. But in the second test case, we are having A. So A individuals A are in itself a palindromic substring, so that sums up to 3. Then we are having 2 these A, this is a palindrome, then this A is a palindrome, so another 2, that sums up to 5, and this whole string in itself is a palindrome, so that total sums up to 6. Okay, so what we can do is there is a brute force method that in which we'll be checking up that all the substrings are possible. We'll be finding basically generating all the substrings, and if we encounter that if a substring is palindrome, we'll be increasing our counter. Okay, so let me first explain like how the brute force approach will work. So let's have count equal to 0, and then okay, so what happened to yeah. mm, okay, so it's yeah. Yeah, and now let's have that for int I equal to s dot length minus 1. Okay, s dot length I less I greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus, and then let's run a for loop that for int I equal j equal to 0, j less than I, j plus plus, and then what we'll do substring from j to j plus I, and let's call the is palindromic function if is palindrome. I guess in this we are having the length of the string is 1000 only, so n square will get accepted. But I'll tell you better approach. That will also be n square, but we'll not have to check the palindrome again and again. Okay, and that will be not exactly n square, but almost near to that, and it will definitely be better than this because in this we'll be checking the palindrome again and again also. So that will be around in two. Okay, so firstly generating. Sorry. Oh, my bad. The generating substring will cause us 2 to the power n because we are apparently generating all the substrings, and then we'll be counting all the possible palindromes. Okay, so then let's write the is palindrome function that okay, if is palindrome s dot substring from jth index to j plus ith index, and if that's the case, we'll be increasing our count. And now let's write the boolean function that is palindrome private boolean is palindrome. Okay, and let's have a string s, and let's initialize 2 pointers that left equal to 0 comma right will be equal to s dot length minus 1, and then we'll be doing that while left is less than right, and then we'll be checking that if the character is not equal at both the ends, if s dot char at left is not equal to s dot char at right, we'll have to return false. That means it's not a palindromic substring. Else, in every case, we have to do left plus plus, and we have to decrease the right counter. Okay, right minus minus, and at the end, let's just return true. Okay, and now let's. Okay, sorry, I forgot that I have to return count here. Also, return count. Okay, so now let's run it. Okay, it gets out of bound. J less. Okay, I minus 1. And okay, so output comes out to be 1. It's funny. Okay, so j less than or equal to I, maybe. Okay, so let me just have a look. Like, there's some mistake that I must be doing. Okay, so I guess here it should be j plus I should be less than the length of the string s dot length, and j plus I plus 1. Now let's run it. Yeah, and it gets accepted. Now let's submit it. I guess it will get accepted, but that's not a good time complexity. Yeah, it gets accepted, but it's not a very good time complexity. We can increase, like it's currently 286 milliseconds. That is pretty huge. And now let's try to cut it down to a pretty much faster solution. Okay, so in that case, what we'll be doing, we'll be let me just reset this window, and in that case, we'll be having a 2D Boolean DP array. And in that case, okay, let me just show a whiteboard. Yeah, and now let's just okay. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, so let's say we are having this, and let's have a matrix also. And let's say this is our matrix now. It's a 3 cross 3 matrix, and I'll be adding some lines. So let's say these are the divisions. Okay, I guess I should increase its size. Yeah, now it's pretty fine. Yeah, now I'll just paste this line here. Yeah, and okay, so Control C, and I mean, let's just paste this, and let's just delete this line. Okay, so let's say I am having a string that is A B. Okay, I hope that this is visible to everyone. Okay, yeah, obviously it's visible. It's my bad. Yeah. So I am having this string, and I'll be creating a DP array of size n cross n, and let me just mark the indexes that this is 0th index. Okay, so the stroke is pretty. Yeah. So let's say this is the 0th index. Oh, my writing's pretty bad. I'll just do this 0. Uh, C, E, and here also. Yeah, and let's just set these that this is 1, and oh sorry, this was 0 only. 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, and this is 2. Okay, so I'll just cut this part here. Okay, so in this case, we know that a string in itself, character in itself is a palindrome. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll mark these indexes, that is this diagonal, to be true. Okay, so let's just do this, and I'll mark this diagonal as true. And okay, so let's paste this here and here also. Okay, so this diagonal will be true, and initially my the DP when I initialize it will be all set to false. Okay, so now what I have said is that if my substring is 0 0 or 1 1 or 2 2, then it in itself is a palindrome. Okay, so now what I have to do, I know that the possible palindromes are A B, A in itself, then again in itself, then B, that is 3, and then A is in itself a palindrome. So the total output that I should get is 4. Okay, so for that, what I'll be doing, I'll be checking if, let's say, if I'm at the substring 0 1. For that, what I'll be doing, I'll be going here. That is, if I am, let's say, at this index, what I'll be checking, that if my both the characters are equal, that is A and A are equal, and my I plus 1th element, that is this, and j minus 1th element is also set to true, and in this case that is 1 0. So yeah, this will also be set to true only. Yeah, so in that case, what I'll be doing, I'll be setting this as true, because that means that my 0 to 1, if I'll do substring, that means that my answer will be, output will be true. Then what I'll do, I'll check for 0 to 2. In that case, I'll be checking these two characters, and these two characters are not equal, so I'll be setting this as false. And if I'll do for this also, okay, basically what I'll do, I'll start filling in this way, and then, well, I'll be at the string 1 to 2 index, that is this particular index, I'll be encountering that these two are again not similar, so I'll be setting this as false, and at the end I'll be returning the total number of true that I'll encounter in this whole scenario. Okay, so let's just try to code it. Let's have a boolean dp array, and the cost of filling this dp array will be only n square, that is equal to new boolean s dot length and s dot length. Okay, so now let's as I told that we'll be setting the character itself as an palindrome, so that for let's have a count variable also equal to 0, and then for int I equal to 0, I less than s dot length I plus plus. What I will do, we'll do count. Okay, so if sorry, in this case it doesn't matter, dpi I'll set it to true, and then what I'll do count plus plus. Okay, so in that case, okay, I forgot that if we are having that j minus 1 is 1, and or if the main thing is that the character should be same, or my j minus 1 should be equal to 1, or my dp I plus 1 j minus 1 should be equal to true. Okay, in that case it will be false. That's why I'll be having an or operation, because if I am just having a length substring of length 2, that is in this case a and a, I know that these in itself are a palindrome, and the difference between their indexes is just 1, so it will be a palindrome. Okay, so now what I will do, that for int I equal to 1, I less than length of the string s dot length, and then I plus plus, and let's have a for loop from j equal to 0 to I, that for int j equal to 0, j less than I, j plus plus. Okay, so here I'll be setting that if dp my ij will be equal to my the first thing is my character should be equal, s dot char at I should be equal to s dot char at j, and one of these conditions should be met, that j minus I sorry I minus j should be equal to 1, or my dpij should be true. Sorry, dpi minus 1 and j plus 1 should be true. Okay, so in that case, and if this is the case, I'll be doing if dp I j, what I'll do count plus plus, and at the end let's just return count. Okay, yeah, now let's run it. Yeah, and now let's submit it. Yeah, and as you can see, there's a huge difference. I guess some last time it was somewhere 238, I guess, and now it's just 11 milliseconds. Okay, so this is it for today. Thank you for watching.